Guys, long time no see. If you do not have me on Instagram or Twitter, then you will have missed the amazing hair change. It's a lot brighter in daylight, but it's quite late now. So hello. This is not what this video is about, obviously. Warning. This obviously does have, as you can tell by the title, it does have alcohol in it. So just a heads up there. I'm not a heavy drinker or anything. This is not something I will usually be doing, but with the festive season coming up and this being a Christmas related thing, I thought I would include it because obviously there's a lot of various kind of gifts and ideas going around for all you over 18s out there that will involve alcohol based products and things. So there won't be a lot of these, if any more after this, I'm not sure. But a friend found these for me in his local Tesco. I think it was about £7 for the pack, and I thought this would be a great idea as little place setting, like part of the place settings at Christmas dinner for all the adults that are coming. But then it occurred to me, like a week afterwards, that what if they don't taste very nice? Like I say, I'm not really that big a drinker, so I wasn't sure, like, if it was one of those things where you're like, here, have this lovely thing, oh my god, it's awful. So I thought, hey, I will do a taste test, and I will include you guys, because if you like the idea of it, then you might join me in putting it as part of your theme this festive season. So, excuse me, sorry, as again, I'm still ill, which is why I'm doing this now, because I'm probably going to have to go back to the doctors, and if they put me on any more antibiotics or medication, I won't be able to do this. So I'm fitting it in now, slightly earlier than I was intending. I was probably going to do it at the beginning of December, but I'm not sure how this throat, chest thing is going to head. So we have here, it's the Christmas Bauble collection. Now, it's basically, it's cocktail baubles. So if I just open this up, there's 3 different flavours. So you pay about, I think it was £7 he said, and you get 3 flavours. Just give me a second to get in here, and I shall share it with you. So you have red cosmopolitan. Now obviously they've got a flat base, which means they're perfect for sitting down. The bottles are, I've just checked now, they are plastic, but they look pretty snazzy, with a screw top. You have, sorry, I just realised you've got totally got elbow. That's all you saw right there. The kind of yellow, greeny yellowy margarita, and right at the bottom there, if it wants to come out, is an orange Mai Tai. Now, I don't think I've ever actually drank any of these in like an actual, you know, whilst out and about. I don't think I've ever actually had any of these. I think I might have had a Cosmopolitan years ago. So this should be interesting. My plan was to, for the setup at Christmas, what I do every year is obviously I have typical tablecloth, centerpiece, but then I have the charger plate, so the really big one that you don't change. Usually mine are red. Camera fiasco there, had to do stuff. Oh, and now I'm ruining it. Okay. So I think the camera angle is slightly different now. Apologies, I haven't been able to set it up quite the same. Where was I? Oh yeah, bowl. And so what I was going to do is, rather than have the bowls for the soup and stuff actually on it, I was going to have the plates and then put one of these with a kind of little Christmas sparkle decoration thing. And I thought it'd be a little extra. It's a nice little gift. Drinking is not obviously a big thing in the house at Christmas here, because we've got little kids running around and stuff like that. So I just thought it'd be a little snazzy thing to add to get everybody in the festive spirit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and taste test these with you guys and let you know whether or not they're really nice or whether or not they're awful, and really stay away. At some point, especially on Instagram and Twitter, from the 1st of December right through till Christmas, there's going to be a lot of picture updates from place settings, decoration ideas, foods, all sorts of stuff going on, and probably some YouTube videos. I'm building up for the Christmas haul, which I should hopefully be doing within the first week of December. So let's get started. I'm going to start purely because it was the first one out the tube. The tube is Cosmopolitan, so they all come with the sticky labels that tell you what is in it, but also that it hasn't been opened, which I suppose is a big deal. Also, just thought I'd put this in there, seeing I've noticed, on the circular part of the label on the top, it says what's in it, like milliliters, so it's 150 milliliters, and also the volume. So this is 7% volume. right there. So I'm gonna open this up rather unceremoniously. And what I'm probably gonna do is just, because I'm not going to give these to anybody, I'm just going to sip it straight out of the bottle because I didn't bring a glass with me. So here we go. Oh my, that smells strong. Oh, again, I've not had one of these. I'm assuming that they're all going to smell pretty strong, but that just smells like alcohol. Like, not like a drink, it just smells like alcohol. So, okay. It's more juicy to flavor, like to taste, sorry, to flavor. If I remember correctly, when I had a Cosmopolitan, and this was back when I was maybe 19 or 20, so a while ago now, it burned. The amount of alcohol in it burned. This is a lot more juicy. It's kind of like a watered down one, but that could be one of those things, you know, like where you go, oh, it just tastes like juice, this is fine, and then you realize much later on that you're incredibly drunk. So it tastes okay. It's not too bad. I wouldn't be, if I was given this as on my place setting, I would not be disappointed with it or disgusted. So it seems perfectly nice. Next up we have the margarita, which is the yellow one, kind of yellowy green type thing going on here. It is exactly the same, 150 milliliters and 7% volume. So let's just get on it. Now, I've never had a margarita. I was actually talking about that the other day because you see it quite a lot in American movies. Like, they'll have big parties and somebody will make a margarita, and there'll just be like these like blenders worth of margaritas. And I was like, I've never had one of those. So it smells like flat 7-Up, which I'm assuming based on the colour that is what it's meant to be like. Perhaps I'm not the best person to taste test these because I've not actually drank like 2 out of 3. So, oh, that one's got a slight bit more of a alcohol tang to it. Like, the first bit really catches you on the taste buds. And I was trying to think what that flavour was, because when I drank it I was just like, instantly a thing came to mind, and there is a juice that it tastes exactly like, and I can imagine it. Is it like 7-Up? Like when it goes flat? Or lilt or something? It's kind of like that. So again, very pleasant. Slightly watered down, I think, from probably what it tastes like if you actually were to make up a margarita yourself or have it in like a restaurant or a bar or something. The next one is the Mai Tai. Now, I've had these lying in the tube on its side, and what I've noticed here, which I might not have noticed if I had not otherwise stored it probably very incorrectly, is that, I don't know if you're going to see it there, but there's, can you see it? I don't think you can. There's a little bit of sediment, oops, sorry, a little bit of sediment like building up around there. I will just double check to see whether or not it mentions anything about it, but it's probably quite common. No, it doesn't say anything about sediment. Though it does say the bottle glass is widely recyclable. I'm sorry, did you say glass? It bends. Since when did glass bend like that? Did I miss something here? Possibly. But anywho, right. Again, okay, Mai Tai. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of a shake up just to kind of get rid of some of that sedimenty look. Yeah, I would definitely store these correctly, because looking through this, you won't see it, but looking through this, there's a lot of sediment build up, which isn't very pleasant. So the Mai Tai could be bitty, you know. Again, 150 milliliters and 7% volume. It said on here, I noticed that it's 1.1 UK units of alcohol. So obviously I thought I would put that out there because that's an important thing to know. Okay, Mai Tai. Oh, this won't open. Oh, there we go. Okay, you can tell here, I don't know if you can see that stained the bottle, because I think these are all clear. So, God only knows what... Oh, that one smells like erasers. Okay, let's just go ahead and taste this. This one might be the one that lets down the whole thing. So it's got the sediment, it's got the weird staining properties, and the first smell totally reminded me of school erasers. You know, like the stationery cupboard in school, and you would walk in, you hit with the smell of pencils and erasers. Yeah, that's totally what it reminded me of there. Okay, trying to control my facial features there. Okay, it wasn't a massive hit of alcohol. I mean, there was the tang on the tongue and stuff that gives you this has alcohol in it thingy. It has a really weird flavour, and I don't know if it's meant to. This is utterly unhelpful, but it doesn't, that really does smell like erasers. It doesn't taste like it smells, so there's a plus point for y'all there. But it reminds me, okay, it reminds me of kind of like an orange sorbet type thing, which I suppose is quite nice, if you like orange sorbet. I mean, I don't mind it. I mean, I don't have it very often, it's not a widely available one, but it's what it totally reminds me of. So out of all of them, I would say that the Mai Tai was my least favourite. That really leaves an aftertaste. My least favourite, oh, and I just dropped it in there, luckily the lid was on, is my least favourite, which I've said about 5 times now. Partly because of the sediment you could see that didn't look very appealing, partly because of the staining quality, and I've just looked at it here with some missing, and you can really see the staining and the sediment build up there, which is unpleasant. And the smell is completely off-putting, so if somebody gets it and they just go and then go, oh, that tastes quite nice, then good. But personally, that initial smell is like, oh no, it's just school all over again. The margarita, I think it really went in the reverse order of the way that I drank them and I tasted them. So my least favourite was the Mai Tai, but it was acceptable. So if it was you know, if it was somebody's favourite, or, you know, they happen to luck out, like the person that always gets a really rubbish thing in their Christmas cracker, there's always one person that goes, oh, I got the comb, you know, or something like that. Next up, the middle range would be the margarita one. Tasted kind of like, I think it's lilt, flat lilt. No staining properties, no sediment, and an alright scent. Initial smell. And next up, I'm putting these back so badly, they're all falling all over the place. And I'd say the most popular one is Cosmopolitan. Again, zero staining, zero sediment, looks very pretty and Christmassy. And I think would look really cool with some Christmas ribbon around it, with a bit of glitter, and like a Christmas tag, like old style Christmas tag, name tag type thing for the Christmas setup. I think that would be really cool. It'll look pretty snazzy like that. And I think it tastes the best, though it does taste an awful lot like juice, which meant if you had not that you probably buy a lot of them, but if you did buy a lot of them, then they would be drank quite quickly. So yeah, I think based on that, I probably will buy more to use as the part of the place settings I'm doing this year. Excuse me. The aftermath of that Mai Tai one is it's, like I say, it's not terrible, it's just leaving this really weird taste in my mouth. Yeah, so I don't think I'll drink the rest of them. They'll probably just be put away somewhere and never see the light of day, along with half of the other stuff that I end up doing on here. But I am definitely going to use them. They are nice, they are pleasant. The orange one is slightly less so, but I don't think that they're not horrible enough that they would go to waste or anything like that. And you know, if need be, you could always be like, have these, they're not great, but you can just have them to people. So yeah, keep an eye out for Instagram and Twitter updates based on place settings and how I'm going to decorate these to make them look a little bit extra special. And this is kind of going to be the introduction to the Christmas and festive related videos. I've been working out a few plans, I've got a few things in the pipeline for y'all, so it should be really good. And obviously, because this is my first and possibly last alcohol related one. I want to put it out there to please drink responsibly. Have fun, have good times, don't mess about though, and always keep yourself safe. And I'll see you all real soon. Bye!